Evening. Buyer's remorse. Buy a new car? I'll be moving in. Let's get started.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake. I bought it from Carvana.
You what?
Yeah, great price. I even have 7 days to love it or return it.
So there's no...
No buyer's remorse. More like buyer's rejoice.
I guess I'll let myself out. Congratulations. I mean it.
Buyer's rejoice. Buy your car today on Carvana.
Limitations and exclusions may apply. See our 7-day return policy at Carvana.com.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bitch Bible Podcast. Woo! Yeah! Hi, I'm feeling really spunky today. So I was in a definite, I would say just atmospheric deficit this morning, but then something happened and I came alive. I think the unisom wore off. So basically a lot has happened in the last week, and by a lot I mean literally nothing. My sister-in-law and my niece were in town. My sister's air conditioning unit broke, so she had to move in. It's been a lot of family time, okay? And I've just been a little underslept. Clyde's molars came in. Who knew? I literally thought he was done getting teeth a year ago. I thought that it was wham, bam, we're good, bam, ma'am, Pam, sham, shazam. Who knew that teeth came in around 2 years old? So his molars were coming in. And for the past couple nights, we've been giving him Motrin. He's been drooling. He's been irritable. He sleeps through the night. I mean, no joke, we have never had to go get him. Since he was 4 months old, we have never had to go retrieve him from his crib. He kind of self-soothes, he cuddles, he dry humps his elephant jelly cat, and he puts himself back down. He was screaming uncontrollably the past few nights, okay? And we didn't know what was going on because he was acting totally normal most of the days, but he was running a little hot. And Andrew is... how do I say this politely? Insufferable and so manically hypochondriac. He is such a doomsdayer. And it's kind of amazing because I really do get to float so effortlessly through life, easy breezy, cowabunga energy, because I don't have to worry about anything because Andrew is so one click away from cardiac arrest and driving to the ER for everything, and one bad Google search from just self-imploding, that I get to be kind of laissez-faire with my parenting. And I just didn't foresee that so many years ago, but it's a role that I carry so well. You can't see what pants I'm wearing, but I've really gotten into sheer pants this week, a sheer balloon pant. So everybody get ready for fall. So a couple nights ago, the first night, Clyde wakes up screaming. And I'm like, is he having a nightmare? Did he hurt himself in the crib? What the fuck is going on? So I said, Andrew, go get Clyde. So he goes and gets him. He's running a little hot, but nothing crazy. Andrew gets out every thermometer known to mankind: rectal, electronic, armpit, and he's just scanning this poor child, looking for a fever. And he felt a little hot, but he was in fleece pajamas, and he was also just screaming, crying, in pain, whatever. So we get him out of the bed, we give him Motrin. Andrew is panically taking his temperature. He's like, it's not good. He's burning up. He's so hot. And I'm like, he doesn't feel it's crazy hot to me. He feels warm, but not nuclear. He's not going to erupt like Mount Vesuvius. I think we're okay. And he's just lethargic and laying on me. And Andrew has now taken his temperature 600 times. He goes, it's not good. It's not good. He's 100. I'm like, Andrew, 100 is not we're going to get through this. He's going to be okay. He starts panic taking all the rags and chilling them in the freezer. I'm like, what are you doing? What, you're gonna wet the rags and then you're gonna put them in the freezer for what, an hour? Just get a fucking cold rag or just don't. I'm like, you're making this a panicked situation. You're making it worse. Stop. I never thought I was gonna be the calm one in my family dynamic, but alas, she believed she could and she did. So Clyde is laying on me, holding onto my skin, like wanting to crawl back inside of me. We go back to our bedroom and I'm like giving him back tickles, singing him my hit single Bitch lullaby version, and he falls asleep. He calms down. He's drooling. I mean, drooling in my tits. It was such a fucking dream, and like wouldn't let go of my skin. And he just kept like falling asleep, and then he'd wake up and look at me and just go like mouth breathe with just drool, and then lay his chest back in my bosom. I look over at Andrew and I said, I got to tell you something. I get Munchausen by proxy now. And he's like, me too. And then we went night-night and had a beautiful slumber, and the tooth broke through and it was much better. He's been fine ever since. So it was a couple nights of rough sleep, because even like we were just anticipating Clyde being up and miserable and whatever. And I was hoping to just, get motorboated by my son. But so last night, I'm like, this is my REM night. Like, I need to fucking sleep. I'm overstimulated with all the family time. I have not had good sleep because of Clyde's motherfucking molars. Thank you. MOLARS. Molars. I take 2 Unisom, which I never do. Okay. I'm feeling spicy and wild on a Saturday night. I'm looking to go comatose. We also watched right before bed The Unknown Caller, which is like, so everybody spoiled it for me. My hairdresser spoiled it for me. My brother-in-law spoiled it for me. Andrew had no idea the plot twist. I'm not going to spoil it for you. At the beginning of the movie, like, this is how I know I'm a little bit fucked up. Like, I was kind of laughing at some of those text messages. Obviously not when they took a turn, but at the beginning, like, you anorexic piece of shit. It was like, I was like kind of laughing at some of them. I was like, this girl's funny. Should I give her my number? I was like, honestly, I could use kind of the body shaming to just like dial it back on the chewing. So Red Rover, send the unknown number right on over. You want a tango, bitch? Imagine like if I got those text messages, I'm like, fuck you. Like I would be in, but then they take a turn and it's not okay. And the person that did these texts, it feels a little unaccountable, a little laissez-faire, and I want her to like get locked up big time. Her or him or her, whoever it is. I hope someone beats the shit out of them. I know that's like not what you're supposed to say on a mic. We're supposed to be above it and like, she's sick. We hurt for her. We don't. I'm not praying for her. I hope she gets sideswiped by a bus. That's just me. And if am I perpetuating cyberbullying? I actually don't care, because I think bad people who do sick things, especially to children, should be tortured or just wiped off the planet, which is not of the times. We're not supposed to say things like that. But in the convenience of my own living room, is that what I would say? Yeah, it is. So you can live with that. If you'd like to cancel me for it, go ahead. Tempt me with a good fucking time. So after finishing that doc, I really needed the 2 Unisom, okay? And just, I was so overdue for sleep. So last night, I pop my little happy pills and I rest my head on my pillow, cupping my ear, because this is a lot of information in 8 minutes, but did I also go with my niece to Claire's at the local mall and get my ears pierced by a adult furry woman? Yes, I did. She was a furry. She was dressed as a cat. It's not even close to Halloween. We have plenty of time. She identifies as a furry. She had a cat collar and little ears, and she pierced my ears with a gun. So, and I haven't really washed them. So if I get like a staph infection in these gorgeous taut lobes, it's because a furry gave it to me. So I rest my head on my pillow and I fall into like the most gorgeous, deep slumber. Okay. And I'm having foamy at the mouth dreams. I'm having like a dream that I'm in Paris during Fashion Week. I don't really remember what else. Jacob Elordi was there. We were probably about to fuck. I don't even know, but Jacob Elordi was in the dream. And all of a sudden at 1:29 p.m., I am awoken by Andrew having what I thought was an epileptic seizure and or exorcism. I'm dead asleep. And this life ruiner of a husband catapults up and goes and flailing his limbs and like whacks me in my tit, Leo jumps off the bed. He's fucking freaked out. He makes the sound. I'll do it again. Like as if he was like projectile vomiting all over the bed. Okay. And I jump up. I'm freaked the fuck out. I go, what the fuck? Are you okay? Like, I thought he got sick or like something, like his appendix burst. Like it was the most theatrical, over the top, flailing of limbs, like gargling phlegm projectile sound. Like I thought that his kidney came out of his fucking throat. I look down at the bed. I'm like, oh my God, did this guy just projectile all over my fucking bed? Like, what the fuck? I literally, my heart is now beating out of my chest. My adrenaline is spiked through the fucking roof. I'm like, Andrew. He's like, whoa. I'm sorry. And I'm like, did you get sick? Like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, he takes a deep breath. I swear to God, you can't write this shit. He goes, sorry, I just choked on a little spit. I was like, I had no words. My motor skills were gone. I couldn't even believe. He just goes, one more time. Sorry. I choked on some spit, and then lays back down and goes to sleep. And I'm sitting there, mouth agape, looking down at him, being like, what the fuck just happened? I would have been more relaxed if someone came with a sledgehammer and like knocked me out. Like I couldn't even, it was so insane. Like it was insane. It was an insane thing to do. It was an insane reaction. It was physically insane. It was audibly insane. It was performatively insane. It was like off brand for and then he lays his head down to rest, and I am left with the aftershock of adrenaline. When I tell you that I did not fall back asleep, I text my sister. I'm like, you have to wake up with the baby. It's 1:30. Now it's 2:30. Now it's 3:30. Now it's 4:30. Now it's 5:30. I'm going to read you a note that I wrote at 4:30 a.m. because at bare minimum, I'm like, I might as well just start writing things that I could talk about in the podcast. I almost recorded the podcast last night at 2:30 a.m. because I was like, I'm wide awake. Like I'm riding through this Unisom. The problem is when you take like any type of like a sleep aid and you ride through it, you go to outer space. Like you don't know what day it is. I forgot my passcode, true story, so many times this morning. First, I got locked out for a minute. Then I got locked out for 5 minutes. Then I got locked out for 15 minutes. I was locked out of my phone for upwards of 36 minutes because I could not remember my fucking passcode. Okay. Spoiler alert. It's my birthday. Things I hate. This is all from the middle of the night last night. When you're taking group pictures and people say, funny face, funny face. Okay, now do a funny face. I'm a fucking grown up. I'm 35 years old. Okay, I'm not doing a funny face. You're lucky if I tilt my head slightly to the right in between pics. Okay, I'm giving you one pose, one overbite smile, bad roots, and that's all, folks. I'm not giving you angles. I'm not giving you looks. Is there anything more uncomfortable than when you're taking a group photo? Like, unless you're on the red carpet at a fucking film festival or a movie premiere, when you're taking photos with your gal pals at like a local winery, nobody needs you to be giving like clavicle and shoulder and funny face. Now look at it. What about when everyone looks at each other and then they fake laugh and they go, die in a fire. Ugh, it's so embarrassing. Funny face. I'm not. No. What am I supposed to stick my tongue out and be like, no, I'm not giving you a fucking funny face. I'm giving you like a terse mew, like the Olsen twins. This is my other thing I wrote that I hate. Kate Middleton's lowlights. You know, I think in my Unisom haze, I thought she got lowlights, but she's actually gone blonde. I don't really know what I'm talking about with the lowlights. I think she went blonde and has like some lowlights for Dimension, which we don't love. It's a bad blonde. And I say this respectfully. And I also hope that, I mean, maybe it could possibly be like a hairpiece because obviously she's going through something, which is, you know, not to make jokes of, but the color is not great. We got to go back to the drawing board on that, but love her like a sister. Also, Brittany, speaking of lowlights that I love, Brittany Mahomes. Is that her name? Brittany Mahomes? The Kansas City. Let's see. Okay, Jackie, let's put this together out loud. Let's workshop this. Brittany Mahomes is married to Patrick Mahomes, who is a football player who plays football with Travis Kelce. Did I get that right? If I didn't, don't send me any DMs saying I got it wrong. I don't care. If this is what I will say about Brittany Mahomes, okay? If I see, and I don't follow her, but if I see one more birthday carousel, I'm going to lay into oncoming traffic. I'm going to run into oncoming traffic, and then I hope my body gets hit by a semi-truck and catapults me up in the air, and then I hope I get hit by another 5 cars, okay, and like violently murdered on the 101 freeway, because she's not the first person to turn 30 with those lowlights, and that somebody needs to teach her how to finger comb a curl, like desperately. God bless her. The magnitude of the birthday carousels is too much, quite frankly. And if I was her friend, I would tell her, Britty, you need to cool it. Who's going to tell her that balloons are bad for the environment? Okay, because it's a lot of balloon arches, which feels on brand for her. It's a lot of 30, flirty, and thriving with like a half up, half down to boot. It's too many celebrations, okay? It's given broken energy. I can't take it. Here's a real fact, because I counted last night. Britty Lynn is her, I bet her middle name's Lynn. No, that's Vicky Lynn. That's Anna Nicole Smith. Can I tell you something? See, 3 hours of sleep, ticking like the best, like the finest clock in Europe, okay? Tick, 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 tick. What was I saying? Oh my God. The best Lifetime movie of all time is the Anna Nicole Smith Lifetime movie. Vicky Lynn, when they do the flashbacks, Vicky Lynn. I think about it all the time. That is my sleep paralysis demon. When I'm like up all night because Andrew had a little tickle in his throat, I hear Vicky Lynn. You have to watch it if you haven't seen it. I don't know why I just assume that her middle name is Lynn. Brittany Lynn. She posted 41 photos in honor of her 30th birthday, which was like a week ago. 41 pictures in homage to her 30th birthday. I'm going to say that one more time because I want you to really understand. 41 pictures for her 30th birthday on Instagram. Not stories, hard feed photos. 41. That is fucking insane. It looks like she had 17 parties. I hate it. I just can't fucking deal. I can't deal. You know what makes me also super, super upset? Pam Anderson and Liam Neeson, they had that movie that came out. Haven't seen it. Probably am going to this week. I feel like a matinee is on the horizon for me. I'm on a moment of transformation. I think I'm going to take my extensions out tomorrow. I'm going to touch up the color because it's been way too long. I'm in a hair bond recovery hydration transformation. I feel like I just need to hydrate, restore, and repair my hair for 3.5 weeks and then clip this mangled weave back in. Not clip, sew. And Off-Brand October is just around the corner. So I feel like for the rest of September, I need to prepare for Off-Brand October. And I feel like I deserve a matinee. I'm making my first fall chili. I make a seasonal summertime chili with a butternut squash and turkey and cilantro, hit of lemon, fresh feta. But tonight I am making a fall chili. It's fall, y'all. And I do think that, the leaves are starting to fall and something Jacqui is coming over my body. So I'm going to take my extensions out. I'm going to go see a matinee. Did I book a flight to Paris today? Yes, I did. She believed she could. She got her beret, and she's going to Paris. I have been hoarding my Delta miles for so long, and I booked a Delta One flight to Paris by my lonesome. Just wait. You're never going to do that again. Grow up. Of course I am. I hate that rhetoric. It really is so toxic. Do not listen to dumb people, ever. When you get pregnant, if you have a child, do not let broken whores tell you that your life is going to change, by the way, but it's not a bad thing. You made this decision. It's going to change, but with conscious effort and perseverance, you can accommodate bits and pieces. If you hold on to your identity, you can still go do things. It's not a death sentence. I said something that was like somewhat controversial recently. I was at a girls' pool day, okay, with a bunch of mama bears, mamas and wifeys for lifeys, okay? And I said something which I wasn't trying to be like a contrarian or like different or like I'm not like other girls, but I said, you know, we were all talking about how crazy it is that we have like kids and we've known each other forever. And now we like have kids like, oh, we got to pick up, you know, baby Braylon or what. Like, it's just so crazy that we're all in this position, whatever. And I said something like, it really freaks me out sometimes because I don't identify as like a mom. Like that's like not my those are not my pronouns, if you will. Like, that's not like I just don't identify like that. And maybe that's like a bad thing, but maybe that's like not a bad thing. Because maybe that's just like so much pressure to put on our children. Like, my world revolves around you. And like low key it does, but like, I don't need, like, I'm trying to play it chill with my boyfriend, Clyde. You know what I'm saying? And if I get to go to jump on a Delta One flight for Paris and like shake my tits down Avenue Montaigne and buy a new purse and like have cocktails and fake cigarettes and like steak tartare for, you know, what's 72 times 24? 96 hours and like be home on a Sunday to like motorboat him. I think he's going to be okay. And I think I'm going to be better for him because I'm filling my tank. And maybe I'm just rationalizing because I want a new purse and I want to fuck all the way off to a foreign country and leave my husband and son for dead. Boom. But I still like, it's just, I don't know. How do I identify? Just like as myself forever and ever and ever, like as a human being, as like a person. I don't know. I've been thinking about it for days because I'm like, is that bad? I don't think so. I stand by it though. Like maybe it is bad, but like I just don't identify. I'm like, I'm a mom. Like I would never put like mom in my bio. Like I'm never, well, I just think that's like dorky, but I'm just not, I would never do that. I don't know. Oh my God. Guess what? Baryshnikov, move over. Cooper Nielsen, burn your point shoes because my son, Al Clyde, started ballet yesterday. And newsflash, he's a fucking star. Okay. So I signed him up for a dance class. Now, I told Andrew, and I don't know, by the way, Andrew could not care less. He was front and center, like the beaming ear to ear watching his son river dance in male ballet shoes. But I don't know. I thought it was like maybe like an intro to dance class where they do like a little bit of hip hop, a little bit of jazz, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I forgot because it was so many months ago because I thought that this was like a hot ticket item. I enrolled Clyde in a ballet class about 6 months ago. It was the only class I found that was not a mommy and me class because 2 is a little ripe to start ballet. They don't have like the listening skills, the attention span, or even like a lot of the coordination to like be in a proper ballet class. And he is the youngest one in the class. He's also the only boy in the class, which like love, like what a fucking snack and a half. What a lady killer. Okay. But they have like the independent class where they go in alone. And then they have the mommy and me class, which was very strongly recommended that I get him used to it by joining the class. And I was like, okay, I don't want to make the kids feel bad about themselves. So I'm going to let him just free ball it, and I'll watch behind like the hidden smoked glass and just be like, yes. So he went yesterday. Me, Andrew, my sister, and my brother-in-law all went to watch like a bunch of fucking psychos. Okay. We get the dress code a couple weeks ago. It was required that he be in a black ballet shoe and form-fitting clothing. So I got him kind of like a black unitard that really hugs all of his curves and shows off his beautiful pear-shaped body. He goes in that class before the class starts. He sees the full-length mirror, okay, the wall-to-wall mirrors, and he was like, you're dead to me. I live here now, okay? He was running back and forth, screaming in joy, like just like prancing around like he has been doing it all his life, Juilliard bound, okay? So then the other little girls get in the class. He immediately starts lifting up all of their skirts, which is like not great. And I'm like apologizing to the parents. I'm like, sorry, like I don't really know how to like bridge a conversation with a 2-year-old whose nickname is Clyde, that you're not allowed to like lift other people's skirts up, because it is kind of funny. But I'm like, no, Clyde. But then if you say no too much and he gets too much of a reaction, then it becomes a game. So I'm trying to like bridge the discipline gap of being like assertive with him, but also like not to the point where then he's just defiant. Because sometimes when I'm like, Clyde, we don't do that. No, like if then he wants to test my boundaries and he'll just keep doing it. So I find that if I give no reaction, sometimes he'll just get over it on his own and stop doing what I want him to stop doing. So the other two, like the little girls, they're sitting there perfectly. Okay, they're doing their little plies. They're sitting nicely in the circle. Clyde is full Baryshnikov ribbon dancing all over the classroom. And they're like, Clyde, could you please sit down? We're going to work on our butterfly's toes. 30 seconds, he sits, he's off to the races again, like just zero listening skills. He's lifting his shirt up, he's spinning around, he's shaking his tuss, like he's trying. He's like, I'm the Beyonce, you're Kelly, you're Michelle, I run this shit now. We were dying. Dying. My sister went to Target and got like a fully bedazzled leotard. I said, Ashley, too far. He's like little Billy Elliot. I can't even, I'm putting him in every single class. Hip hop, lyric, jazzercise, like any class that will take him, I'm putting him in. It is my favorite activity. I'm like counting down the days till I can go stage mom Dina Lohan and watch that little fucker flop around in his ballet class. It is the highlight of my life. I also realized that I never landed the plane about the Pam Anderson and Liam Neeson thing, or did I? Like, you guys, I don't script. You have to understand, this is not scripted and this is not edited. We're freeballing here. I can't remember if I said it or not. It was a whole 7 minutes ago. But the Pam Anderson and Liam Neeson press tour for their movie, where they were like kind of insinuating that they were in a romantic relationship and kind of like cuddling and being cheeky. It came out recently that that was all like a PR stunt for the movie. And I beg of you, as a consumer and as a proprietor of the arts and the theater, as someone who still goes to movie theaters, okay, and cares deeply about the future of movie theaters and movies in general, and keeping cinema alive and keeping movie stars, okay, because we need the nostalgia of red carpets, movie stars, premieres, movies, mystery, music. Like, we need to keep that. It's showbiz, baby. I beg of you, no more fucking fake relationship PR stunts to promote a movie. If your movie is good enough, it shouldn't need all the gimmicks. It's actually so condescending to people who support you and let you make millions of dollars doing what you love. Okay, Pam Anderson and Liam Neeson, I do not need you to sit playing footsie at a junket in order for me to go see your movie, because now I kind of don't want to see your movie because I feel like you think I'm stupid because I thought you two were fucking in Pam's herb garden. Okay, but alas, that was just to promote a movie. Why? How dare you? It's like it really is insulting to people who are supporting you. And I just ask for all future press tours, okay, with on-screen love interests, unless you two are dry humping fucking, do not play footsie in those junkets and allude to shit that's not real. It's not okay, and I will not stand for it. Thank you. Oh, I'm so excited to go to Paris. It's all I can think about. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So I was supposed to go the first week of November, but I very foolishly booked it on the weekend of my cousin's wedding. So I was freaking out because I booked it like kind of a few months ago, and I got like, I was like checking the low fare Delta One calendars so I would have enough miles to cover it because I'm like responsible and all the things. And I thought, I'm going to end my tour. I'm going to go to Paris and I'm going to pop the fuck off. But make sure somebody somewhere listening to this that I work with, if you could just like figure out, like put a link or do a link or something. Maybe you need to, okay, how do I'm not good at a soft tease. Just go to my Instagram bio and hopefully there'll be like a link there, and then click that link, and you need to subscribe to an email list, because maybe if you do, you will get an email with something fun. That's what we call a secret project. Also, Off-Brand October is coming up. So you're going to want to sign up for the email list so you get all the Off-Brand October cutting room floor footage, which is going to be wild. We have been preparing. My wide brim hat has been in an oxygen chamber since last October, and I'm about to like really pop off for Off-Brand October. Like, do I get lowlights? I don't know. I was really transfixed last night in the midnight hour while I was just running on adrenaline and Unisom, thinking about the unknown caller. I realized like there's all these theories going on right now, like on TikTok. There's all these like, I don't know, what is it called? Like the princess treatment, main character syndrome, red nail theory. It's like the theory. What was that movie? The Theory of Everything. This is the theory of fucking nothing. Everything has like a theory and a quippy little title. And I have no idea what any of this is. Let's Google, what is the princess treatment? Because in theory, it sounds like something I like. But when I was watching all of these TikToks about the princess treatment, I was like, this feels not okay. So apparently, like, you don't order for yourself when you're getting the princess treatment, like on a date. Okay, when you Google what is the princess treatment, it says it is a trend describing a style of a relationship where one partner, typically a man, goes above and beyond to pamper, care for, and make their significant other feel exceptionally cherished and adored. Similar to how one would treat a literal princess, it involves providing lavish attention, gifts, and care, though the specific actions can vary, ranging from grand gestures like expensive dinners and vacations to smaller everyday acts of service and thoughtfulness, and can be seen as a departure from an equal partnership model. So material indulgences like lavish gifts, high-end dinners, luxury vacays, pampering, partner-funded pedicures or spa treatments, everyday acts of service, making lattes in bed, flowers every Friday, or always filling up the gas tank, providing unwavering support, listening without judgment, and being a source of peace and security in chaos. Sign me up. Never letting their partner open a door, carry heavy items, and making sure their every need is anticipated and met without them having to ask. Financial support, one partner providing for the other, sometimes to the point of not having to work. That sounds lovely. So it's all over TikTok. It kind of taps into the fantasy of like living a fairy tale life because you're the pretty, pretty princess. And, you know, it's a less traditional relationship dynamic. See, this is me trying to read AI and pretending like it's my own thoughts, where one partner is placed on a pedestal rather than operating as equal partners. The trend has sparked debate, with some seeing it as a positive return to old school romance, while others view it as a potentially problematic anti-feminist concept that encourages passivity and dependence rather than empowerment and equality. It sounds pretty nice. I would say that I adhere to the diet princess treatment. I mean, I've got that man whipped. Okay. My husband, like, I have him on a tight, tight leash. I say jump, and he gets out a trampoline with that pear-shaped body and does a backflip, okay? I have rewired this man's brain. We've been together so long, and I feel like he didn't have like, and this is dark and too real, but because he came from kind of a broken home and his parents got a divorce very, very young, and it was a bit of a toxic situation back in the day, I feel like he didn't have the modeling, and therefore I have given him all of the modeling, and even to the degree of like maybe it's not fair, but he still does everything I ask all the time. Like people think it's so funny because if we go to a party, he'll always be like, "Do you want me to make you a plate?" Which is like the craziest thing. And I say, "Yeah, extra focaccia bread, bitch." And I would say like, we are very equal partners with parenting. I would say even contributing, like just financially. Like, listen, nobody wants to say it, but this podcast has been very, very good to us, okay? And like, meanwhile, what's his is mine and what's mine is just mine. But like, I have invested a lot into this home, which benefits both of us. It's our home. And like with child rearing, etc., we take a pretty 50-50 approach to that. Would I like to fuck all the way off and not work? Probably not. Like I like having, I mean, this is also, como se dice, too real and personal, but like I like having my own bank account. You know why? Do you know why? Because I can do and buy whatever the fuck I want. Whatever the fuck I want. And we don't have to talk about it. And you know what's nice about that? It keeps things kind of sexy because there's no going over credit card bills of like, we don't have to have like that talk. And I would like to keep it that way. There's something very empowering over it. Do I want to order for both of us? Like I order at a restaurant because Andrew, this man, if there is a chicken sandwich, it's like the caucasity of it all. He is Caucasian to the core, okay? And he's cool and he's like woke and down with the get down, and he's like seeing the world, and he's not like a fucking hillbilly cousin fucker, but something like his roots take over when we go to any restaurant and there is a chicken sandwich. I am still so mad at him. We were at, oh God, where were we? Somewhere by the ocean. Okay, we were at like a high-end seafood restaurant. I know exactly where we were. I think we were at Bar La Côte, which is this amazing restaurant in Los Olivos. It's Bar La Côte. It's seafood, okay? It's all seafood. And they had a chicken sandwich, okay, that was just like on a specials menu. And Andrew looked at me and said, "I think we should try the chicken sandwich." And I wanted to take one of those peel away shrimps, one of those prawns, and wrap it around his neck till he stopped breathing, because I couldn't even believe that he would say something like that out loud. It's so untraveled, uncultured, and unsophisticated. And he's like, "I don't know, it's probably dank." And I'm like, no. Because I remember Andrew when he was wearing tank tops and bathing suits that like went to his mid-calf, okay? He's cool now. He has this, by the way, my life's work is to debunk the myth of Andrew Hawes. Okay. Because he presents as like very cool, calm, collected, like kind of like and he really is, and he's cool in theory, but give that man a baby with a fever and he's unraveled. Give that man a chicken sandwich and he's like one click away from a Shaka Shaka Tahoe trip with the boys, okay? And like Cheetos. So it's just, you think you're marrying like a cool music producer, but then at the end of the day, where is he right now? He's at a bar with Clyde, probably drinking a Modelo and having chicken wings and screaming with his chafing thighs at a football game. Because I'm not sure if you knew this, but football is back and ruining my life. This man doesn't go a day without a sporting event. I don't like sports. And it's not just one screen. It's 5 screens. The fantasy football thing, I'm like, what? I don't understand what's going on. Why do you need to be watching a game on your phone, a game on your computer, a game on 17 TVs, And like, get a job at ESPN. If you're so fucking passionate about it, get a job at Sports Center, because I don't understand. He watches old games. He watches tennis. He watches soccer. He watches football. He watches basketball. He watches any type of fighting. He watches golf. Like, there's no lapse in time where we're just not watching, and by we, I mean him, a sporting activity on multiple screens. It baffles me. What is fantasy football? What is fantasy football? With a gun to my head, life or death, Jackie, what's fantasy football? I don't know. They pick players they like and like what they think their score is going to be. Is that right? There's a draft? What is this? Vietnam? They're drafting? I don't know. And I don't care. I don't want to be cool. Sorry, that was a bit of a tangent. Here's another one that I've come into contact with on TikTok. The red nail theory. You guys, we're like, we have gotten so stupid. We've gotten so like both creative in like a dumb way and like completely uncreative. Red nail theory. Oh my God, here we go. What is red nail theory? Red nail theory is a popular concept that suggests wearing red nail polish attracts more attention in dates, particularly from men, by evoking feelings of confidence, femininity, and passion, okay? Red is a powerful color that can boost self-esteem and exude an aura of boldness and charisma. A key part of the red nail theory is that men might have positive subconscious memories of their mothers or other influential women wearing red nail polish when they were young. Red is a sign of vitality and magnetism, that's the word. Red nail polish has a long history in Hollywood and culture as a symbol of sensuality and status, rawr, further solidifying its connection to desirability. No. This is insane. We've gone too far, okay? Red nail theory, here it is. You're a whore. When I think of a red nail, there's two different types of red nails. There's a short, chic red nail, and it's not a Christmas red. It's not a maroon. It's not of burgundy hue. It's not like not Marsala, but like a Cabernet. There's like bright red, not orangey red, but just like a classic red, short nail, kind of square, kind of round. Okay, fine. You're crazy. You're wild. You're spunky. You're vivacious. Sure. Then there is the slightly darker hue with a bit of a speckle of a sparkle. You're a whore. You're a whore. You wear little chandelier earrings with little jingle balls. You're so excited for your Christmas like decor. You like have like a spunky perm bob, and you're from the Inland Empire, and you get a snowflake on the fucking middle, on the accent nail. Come December, you're not attracting anybody. You know what you're attracting? Diabetes. Okay. When I think of like a certain hue of a red nail with a little speckle of a sparkle, I think of puppy chow. What is that disgusting white trash snack that people serve at Christmas parties? Never a Christmas party I've been to, but they serve it at Christmas parties. Am I making this up? I think they call it puppy chow. It's like Chex Mix. What is it? It's like Chex cereal dipped in butter. This is my own recipe off the top of my head. Like chocolate, powdered sugar, and just diabetes for days, and just like a gastric bypass surgery. It's not lovely to say. I think they call it puppy chow. You know why? You eat enough of that, you look like a dog. Woof woof, bitch. I am gonna go tend to my chili. I'm just kidding. Wait, there was one more theory that I wanted to discuss. Let's see what it is. Let me refer to my notes from 3:30 a.m. Oh, another thing I saw, soft goth is apparently the trend for fall. I get apparently and allegedly like so mixed up. I think they mean the same thing. They're kind of synonymous, but soft goth is the trend. I would just like to go on record and say that I shan't participate. I am in a sheer pant kind of transitional moment until the temperature cools down. I like a sheer pant with a long silk tunic. That's what I've been doing all week, and it's really worked out well for me. And I'm doing like the Jeffrey Dahmer Bottega sardine aviators inside outside, which feels like a big commitment. It really is doing something for me. But I think if I like figure out my hair color, okay, and take out my extensions and just keep it like slicked hair mask, low button center part for like a few weeks. And then I am on this experimental journey until off-brand October, where I'm wearing sheer balloon pants with like a long silk tunic and like a sandal, a logoless sandal, obviously, and like a big oversized bag with my outdoor Bottega sardine aviators. I feel like I could kind of like pull that look off for a few weeks, like not forever, but just for a few weeks. And then off-brand October hits, and we're going lack of color hats, infinity scarves, and a knee-high round-toe boot, baby. Boot. Did I buy a kitten heel boot for the Teddy Swims concert? Yeah, I did. Did I also try to go to Zara and makeshift? There's this Chloe dress, okay, that I would sell Clyde for. It is about $7,000, so I'm never getting it. It is like, I'm going to tell you its deep, dark secret, and then I'm going to fuck all the way off. I love like a high-low dress. Not from Revolve, not what you're thinking, not from Lulu's. What somebody said to me one time, I was trying to find a dress for a wedding, and I'm not going to say who, but somebody close to me said, have you tried Lulu's? And I said, what the fuck is Lulu's? And then I went on, by the way, come October, hey guys, I wanted to share a promo code for Lulus.com with promo code Bible. You can get the dress of the season. I went on Lulus.com and I looked at the selections and I called said person up and I said, fuck you. And she's like, what did I do? And I said, did you think that in any universe, I was going to purchase a sad, broken midi dress from Lulu's for our wedding that we're attending? Not with a gun to my head. I would rather take my fucking saggy tits, okay? My fleshy carcasses of tits and wrap them around me like in an Indian style sari and go to an event naked, wrapped in my own fleshy Sahankan boobs, then fucking wear, it's not lovely, then buy a dress from fucking Lulu's. Okay, I mean that like respectfully and lovingly, and everyone's on their own journey. I'm not wearing a fucking midi wrap dress. Like I can't even, I'm going to text her after this and just tell her to go fuck herself because I still, she wasn't, it was some communication error. What was I saying? There's this dress from Chloe. It's high-low. I keep checking if it's on like a Real Vestia or what, like any type of like a resale site, or like maybe I'll hit up the Chloe outlet. I don't know. I dream of this dress. So I was thinking maybe if I hit up fast fashion, we're in. Zara's great, okay? Especially for something that you're going to wear once and then you're going to fuck all the way off, or you're going to wear it a couple times and then you're going to get over it, okay? I was like, maybe I could finagle like a high-low Chloe adjacent dress. And then I took a look around and I said, no, that's like, we're not doing that. But like, I want to be someone that's wearing a high-low Chloe adjacent dress with like, I got like a wide leg, olive green, kitten heel suede boot. I don't know. Things are happening. So I'm getting weird. I'm going to the Teddy Swims concert on Wednesday. Apparently he doesn't, allegedly. He starts, I think, a little late. Maybe he starts like 8 or 9, which is like so late for me. Like I can't even, oh my God, I've been workshopping my timeline. I'm like, Andrew, if we have to get there early, because I think Andrew's probably going to go like, I don't know, early, probably like for rehearsal or whatever. That's too early. I don't want to be like a backstage whore rat wife. You know what I mean? Like I know how to play it cool. Andrew's working with Teddy. They're really good friends. He's going to go do the thing, hang out. I don't need to be like loitering in my kitten heel boots. You know, I let the boys be boys. I'll probably be having like a gorgeous martini at a nearby, I don't know, maybe I'll go to the Tower Bar and sit with my kitten heels and like have a gorgeous cocktail, and then I'll be like, I'll meet you there, babe. But the thought of like being out and having to participate because, you know, obviously, pop stars supporting pop stars. Like I might be out till like 1 a.m. I haven't seen the light of 1 a.m. Well, besides for last night when Andrew, had a little tickle in his throat. I'm like freaked out because, this is the thing. You still got to wake up with that fucking kid in the morning. So you can go to bed at 1, you can go to bed at 2, but then I'll be ill disposed all day. I'll be in a coma all Thursday. I don't really know where I was going with that at all. You know where I'm going? To fuck all the way off. Thank you so much for listening. Sorry, this was like a little manic of an episode. I just had so much to say and my second wind clicked in and I just had to purge my soul. But anyways, there might be a link somewhere that you just like click and then sign up and then maybe, I don't know. I'll talk to you next week. Have a great life.